Solskjaer. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, now yeah.
Congratulations on the brand new contract coming that afternoon against Queensland.
We started really well, played some nice football, and we conceded the goal first time they're up in our box, and it's difficult. And then apart from that, it was a good game, good quality, lots of changes from both teams, of course. In the start of the second half was like bang, bang, bang. And that sometimes happens in football, and it's good learning for the kids that came on. Definitely, and I thought they really handled themselves well. They could have crumbled, but they played some very good stuff at the end and could have scored 2, 3 or 4 goals themselves.
I want to go back to a term you've used since January about layer by layer. I think I read an interview you gave to Norwegian press about how it's like the painting of a house. With this new contract, where do you place your grand design for Manchester United now?
It's always, as I've said, it's an honor to have the role of the manager and to be trusted that role. For me now, it's just continuing the work we've done with the staff. Keep adding little things. We need to improve. Of course, we gradually have gradually have improved, and we've become a better team, I feel. Now, hopefully, we can take the next step, and that's challenging for trophies.
Dan?
Hi, Ole. With one contract situation resolved, I need to ask you about another one. Has Paul Pogba turned down a contract? Are you still trying to get him to sign a contract? And if he doesn't, does he have to be sold in this window?
There's always speculations about Paul and the talks between the club and Paul's representatives. I'm not in the detail of every single one of them, so I've got nothing to say really about that.
Would you like him to stay? Because there's alleged interest from Paris Saint-Germain.
There's always speculation about Paul, and there's always clubs being interested. And of course, we've seen Paul at his best, and Paul knows what we feel about it. And of course, I've enjoyed my time working with him, and hopefully we can work together.
But the danger is.
Sorry.
Right. The danger is, though, if he doesn't sign a contract, then he's free to leave for nothing next year, which would be the second time he'd have left United for no fee, which would be extraordinary.
A speculation again. Okay, so let's see what happens.
Nicholas?
Hi. In spite of the result of today's game, you are expected to do a really good season after your paper in last year with the second position in both the league and the Europa League. What do you think is your main aim for this year?
Oh, well, every season, every competition we go into, we hope to challenge to win, and we hope to win. To get to a position where you're able to challenge for the trophies, you need to start the season well. So that's the focus now is just on the pre-season, get a foundation, get a start, get a good start, the first game, the first block of games, because last season we started really poorly. And then the team will, of course, gradually find out where we are, but we're hoping to come into April and May and challenging for big things.
Brad Cox?
Hi, Ole. The club have announced that Jadon Sancho has completed his transfer to Manchester United. Have you got a time scale for when he'll be joining up with the squad?
Yeah, the English players and Fred, the ones who played Copa America and went all the way to the final in the Copa America and the Euros, they needed a longer or needed a break as well. So they're back with us in about 10 days' time.
Tyrone?
Hi, Ole. When you first took this job, you spoke a lot about a rebuild and how it was going to be a gradual process. I mean, with the Sancho signing, looking against Leeds, there's a good chance more than half the team would be your signings. There's players you've improved like Luke and Scott and Fred. Do you feel the rebuild's complete now? And if so, does that sort of change the game for you in terms of this job and the pressure it brings?
Well, there's pressure all the time, but of course, with the decisions we made a couple of seasons ago, we knew this was going to be a rebuild. We're getting closer and closer to the squad and to the team we want, to the team I envisage Man United being, with attacking flair, pace, defensive solidity. Last season, we went unbeaten in the league. We scored more goals than we've done for many years. We need to tighten up at the back as well.
What more do you think needs doing to complete that rebuild? Is it just the defence now and tightening up at the back?
No, we need to improve on every little aspect of the game. We know there's loads of things we can improve on. Defensively, we conceded too many goals. Set plays is an area that we're working on. And of course, always, you never say a team is complete. It's always dynamic and it's always moving parts, and we've got to be ready all the time for the changes in the game, or changes in say if there's an injury, if there's anything we need doing in the squad.
Rob Dawson.
Hi, Ollie. Anthony Langer obviously finished the last season very well, and scored again today, played well when he came on. Obviously, there's got a lot of competition for places in those forward areas, but is he someone that you can see playing for the first team next year, or is it a case of maybe having to go out on loan and get a few games that way?
You know, it would be easy to say the boy should go on loan, but he's doing so well. He's electric, his pace, his skill, he's not afraid of anything. He's got the courage, he's got the bravery of a Man United player. And today he created chances for others. He created chances for himself. He scored a good goal, actually on his most difficult opportunity. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be staying here. It depends, of course. We know that it's important for him to develop and get game time, but at the moment he's one of them. We've not really decided, because if he keeps on like he is, I might want to keep him.
Okay, I think that's everybody. Oh, Simon, have you got a question? I can't find.
Yeah, I Ollie.
Raise this proper hand.
Yeah, there's no hand thing on my computer. Sorry about that. Could you just clarify? You've not been told by the club that Paul has turned down a new contract. Is that right?
You know, the talks are ongoing between Paul's representatives and the club representatives. All the dialogue I've had with Paul is he's looking forward to the season.
Thank you. Sorry.